Greetings everyone, it's coming at you with the very first video of this channel, and one that I hope everyone will enjoy because it is about a topic that hopefully is interesting enough to talk about, and that is my wish list for the next Jurassic World movie and the final one in the trilogy, and the final one in the franchise, unless they choose to reboot the series again, and we do all this again. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, the first thing that I want very, very badly is something that a past film actually did in the franchise, and that is a new antagonist. I feel like that at this point, we can't have anything new with T Rex. Um, she's just not as thrilling or as interesting as she used to be. I'm referring to as she because, as far as we know, there's only one T Rex on the mainland, being Rexy, the original T Rex from the original Jurassic Park. So, what could possibly take the place of Rexy? Well, there are some options. In Jurassic Park 3, they replaced her with the Spinosaurus, or a genetically modified Spinosaurus. That part's up to debate. But I don't think Spinosaurus would work well here, because I think that Spinosaurus would be a very poor choice, both for the fandom and for the narrative that the story is going with. Because as we know, Spinosaurus exists in one true form, and that is the form on Isla Sorna, the third island of Jurassic Park. Not the island where the actual Jurassic Park and Jurassic World were built. So, unless they, for some reason, moved the Spinosaurus from Sorna to the mainland for some reason, there's no real point in having Spinosaurus there. As well as it would really just spark the debate of Jurassic Park 3 again, and God knows we don't need that happening again. So, Spinosaurus is probably not the best option. Giganotosaurus is another likely candidate because it is one of the few theropod dinosaurs that recordedly are bigger than T Rex. However, again, with the narrative that Jurassic World 3 will most likely push, Giganotosaurus doesn't exist on the mainland, as far as we know anyway. A while back, they gave us a list of dinosaurs that were taken from the island to the mainland to be sold, and those are the dinosaurs that broke free in Jurassic Park or Jurassic World 2 and are now across the mainland. And Giganotosaurus was not part of any of that. So it's a shame that we can't have Giganotosaurus. But what we can have is something just as terrifying. We can have Allosaurus and Carnotaurus, which I think would be very interesting to see be the main protagonists of Jurassic World 3, because they're not notably as large as Tyrannosaurus Rex, but they do have one aspect, a part of them, that makes them very scary, in the fact that they are pack hunters. Allosaurus and Carnotaurus are known for hunting in packs to take down bigger prey. So I think it'd be really interesting to have Jurassic World focus on that aspect and have the various human characters being constantly chased down by this pack of Allosauruses that, I don't know, want to kill them for some reason. I mean, what reason do any dinosaurs have to kill humans? Just that's fun. So the next thing that I want to see from Jurassic World is something that I actually don't want to see, and that is no new hybrids. The hybrid thing is done. It's over with. I don't think that they really should have gone the hybrid narrative outside of Indominus Rex. Indoraptor didn't really work too well for me, unfortunately. It didn't really do much to push the narrative of the story of Jurassic World 2, which was the point of kind of reenacting Jurassic Park 2, where humans think that they can once again control nature and bring it to the mainland to get a profit off of it, so on and so forth. And Indominus, the Indoraptor, was kind of just shoved in there for, I mean, really just, I don't want to say clickbait, but that's the only thing I can think of, because hybrids naturally generate hype because they're hybrids. They're new dinosaurs. They're things we've never seen before. They can have cool powers and get away with it. But for Jurassic World 3, I don't think hybrids should be the focus of the film. And if a hybrid is involved in the film, I think then it should be at the very end when the group of humans finally approach Dr. Henry Wu, who was kind of set up to be a bad guy in the Jurassic World franchise. And I think that that is probably the only reason to where a hybrid could work in the narrative of Jurassic World 3 if it was placed at the very end just for the kind of big coup de grace fight scene, that sort of thing. And if that were to happen, I think that they need to go all out. I think if there is going to be a hybrid, if it is going to be at the end of the film, if it is going to be this coup de grace moment, it needs to be something big and terrifying. And one of my recommendations would be the Ultimasaurus, a combination of various amounts of dinosaurs that unfortunately was only really present in the Jurassic franchise with a toy, which was supposed to be a part of an animated series that didn't happen. But regardless, I think that canonizing Ultimasaurus in that way could work for the ending of Jurassic World 3, but otherwise, I don't think hybrids should be involved. The next thing is that I hope that Jurassic World 3 focuses on the narrative of the wild dinosaurs on the mainland. And I say this because that's one of the things that really brought Jurassic Park 2 above all the other movies, is the fact that we got to see T-Rex in a localized area with humans, human technology, customs, all that sort of things, and see how it reacted to all those things. And, I mean, we got what we expected. It completely terrorized San Francisco. But I think that an interesting narrative to push would be how humans are suddenly thrusted into the position of having to deal with dinosaurs in everyday life. Be it the big theropod carnivorous dinosaurs like Allosaurus, or the small little kind of compy dinosaurs that just don't really do much. Ignore Jurassic Park 2 scene here. I think that'd be interesting because it focuses on the impact that the dinosaurs have on the humans. Throughout the entire series of the Jurassic franchise, we have constantly heard dinosaurs are going to be the cause of the extinction of humans if we continue to mess with nature. If they somehow break out and get onto the mainland, we're going to be faced with an extinction level event. And I think that would be amazing to focus on for this movie, is just how the human characters change their lifestyle to now fit the dinosaurs' agenda. Because really, there are no other threats in the world besides the dinosaurs now. And I just think that'd be really cool to see. And it can work. We know it can work because of the short film that the Jurassic franchise launched a while ago about a camper family having to interact with a hunting Allosaurus. And that was phenomenal work. And I think that in a feature-long film could really sell home the basis of the Jurassic franchise, which is man should not play God and mess with nature. I know that recent movies, especially Jurassic World, have kind of made Jurassic franchise a dinosaur fight club kind of thing. And that's not the point of the series. The point of the series is to show us that we should not go beyond our limitations and that we should still have a healthy dose of morals, even when we are reaching a point in technology where we are able to do the things in these films. I think returning to that narrative, as well as adding the one of humans interacting with dinosaurs in the mainland, would be a perfect film. Now, these last few things are, again, things I don't want to see in the movie. And the biggest thing is the Enemy Corporation. We know there are a lot of corporations out there, to InGen, that want to steal the dinosaurs for military purposes or for their own purposes, for opening their own Jurassic World or genetic research or so on and so forth. I don't think those have a place in Jurassic World 3. And I think that including them in Jurassic World 3 will hinder the film as is, unless they do like they did with Jurassic World 2, where they're the antagonists, they're the main reason why everything's going the way it is. And even then, I don't think that would be right. I don't think that's the right thing to focus on in the next film. So, deleting the enemy corporations from the film entirely is probably the best move, in my opinion. Now, the next one is no military fights. I know it's kind of something that we default to. We want to see dinosaurs destroy buildings, kill people, and have the military fight them off like there's some kaiju film. But, again, that's not the purpose of the Jurassic franchise. The fights are kind of just icing on the cake. They're not the reason for the franchise, and that's something that I feel the filmmakers have lost sight of. They've lost sight of the bigger picture while trying to draw people in with these big fights, these flashy fights, and so on and so forth. And I don't think that's the right thing to do. You can have like a scene where the military is involved, to where they set up some type of bunker and are trying to defend people from the dinosaurs, because, again, dinosaurs are now this global threat, or not global threat, but the threat of everyone kind of in the American, Canada continent deal. That would be fine, but having the military just go out full force, just eliminating dinosaurs off the bat, is not going to work. It's not going to work. And the final thing that I'm hoping for Jurassic World 3 is there is no fix. I think that the best way to finish off the Jurassic franchise would be to leave it as is. Just not have the dinosaurs eliminated to extinction, not have them relocated, not have them really anything. I think that the best way to finish off the series would be just to keep them on the mainland and have humans just live with them like we do with any other animal, like bears and deers and so on and so forth. I think that would be the best ending for Jurassic World 3 and the Jurassic franchise, at least until it gets booted up again. Which, what even would that be? Jurassic Universe? Space dinosaurs? Dinosaurs in space? Yeah, that'll work well. Anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on what I want for Jurassic World 3. Please feel free to leave your thoughts of what you want for the third movie in the Jurassic World franchise down in the comments below. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing. And to get notifications of more videos I put up, hit that bell icon right next to the subscribe button. This is my first time doing this. I'm sorry that I suck at it. Anyway, guys, I'm Mr. Spinosaurus. I'll see you all next time.